Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and his speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. There could be trouble here. Bullish header! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word.
Oh, shooting! And it's hit the woodwork and out! So what can they make of this? Bellingham. Well, that looks a decent ball. Pull it to Hazard. Oh, good spread. And here's Ibrahimovic. Nedved. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. That is ended up in no man's land. Aim forwards. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Searching pass he's played there. Messi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Hazard, he's picked his way through. That'll be a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Benfica are looking to go forward now.
Benfica really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well read, and the danger is averted. The ball has bounced loose now, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Pele! Not where it came from. Pele! Oh, that's a fine interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Benfica clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Hullet. Suarez purring through the gear. Luis Suarez! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Now it's Messi, and he cuts out the supply. Defending was strong and firm. Nicely aimed pass. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
And this is Luis Suarez. Messi. Can he finish? Oh, and again. Relentless, just relentless. And they're threatening to fly away here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pirlo. That has been slung wide. And it's Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Always. And Messi! And that's a tidy finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Ibrahimovic! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 21. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 10.
We're on the move again. Benfica come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. Now it's Nedved. Nedved! And he's been shifted off it. Yaya Toure. Benfica come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Nedved receives it in a wide position. Oh, such a clever touch. No, again, there's no way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Not the most accurate pass. Goes looking wide. He is through here. Has crossed into the middle. Van Dijk clears it away. Shot could tries a shot! And he's stuck it away. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Manchester United are having a ball here. And he shoots! And it's in! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Benfica still making a fight of this. He's got away.
That was lovely, that.
"60 minutes played. And it's Bellingham. Pirlo. Nedved does really well to win the ball there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And this is Messi. And Messi! Oh, almost a sixth.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 17. Número 11. Número 4. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 15. Número 22. Número 18. Gerard.
Big chance! He's put his foot right through that one.
Van Dijk really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Benfica perhaps contemplating their next change here. And here's Dembele. Well timed, excellent interception. Gullit. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Messi. Yaya Toure. Gullit. Gullit looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Pirlo. Gerrard. And here's Ibrahimovic. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Leicester did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now, can they get him away? There's the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Pressing high and with purpose. Rodri. Beckenbauer. Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's having a shot! And there's a goal! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Azar. And it's Gullit. Now it's Luis Suarez. Hazard. That's very neat. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Pirlo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now there's a fine ball. So much time and space here. That's good play. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Pete.
Decent chance! It's in! Deep into injury time! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Benfica give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Ibrahimovic! And he hits the net. And with that, he takes home the match ball. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Ibrahimovic reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. Your reflections then, Jim?
Benfica certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have...